Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another BTNeanderthal video. Today we're going to be covering how Magic Find actually affects items and how it actually works. With that being said, let's get into it. We're going to answer questions such as what are magic items, like what does Magic Find affect, how does it work, what is the ideal Magic Find. So what does Magic Find affect? Most clickables, including like chests and barrels and like skeletons on the grounds and things like that, but it does not include super chests. So like the things that can drop like a crazy amount of items, runes, or keys, or gambling, or anything like that. Something that has the ability to roll magic rare, set, or unique can get affected by Magic Find. The way that Magic Find works is that when an item drops in the game, the item is chosen from a treasure class and then it rolls against your Magic Find, and the higher amount of Magic Find that you actually have, the better chance that it'll roll unique. So what happens is the item drops and it asks, is the item going to be unique? And the game will either say yes or no. Okay, if it's not going to be unique, is the item going to be a set? And then it'll say yes or no. If it says no, then it'll go to rare and do the same thing, and then magic, the same thing. So that's kind of what Magic Find does. Now, say an item rolls unique and the game says yes to a unique, but there is no unique item. Let's say like an Archon plate or whatever. An Archon plate drops, the game says yes, it's going to be unique, but there is no unique Archon plate, or it can't spawn for some reason. I don't want to get too much into this, but like if for some reason it can't spawn, what will happen is it will immediately turn into a rare and triple its durability. Now, let's use Archon Plate for an example again. Let's say it asks if it's going to be unique. It says no. But let's say it goes and rolls set. It's like, yes, it's going to roll set. Well, again, there is no set Archon Plate. So what happens is it immediately turns into a magic or blue item, and it will double its durability. If you like pick up items and it looks like it has a lot of durability compared to what it usually has or something, if it's magic and it has double, then it was a set. It was a failed set item. If it was rare and it was triple durability, then it was a failed unique item. As far as like the actual numbers go, 50 to 100 is still going to be really good, but like it's not going to be as strong as 0 to 50. So like I said, there's diminishing returns with Magic Find. You know, your first 300 Magic Find is going to be so much stronger than your next 300 Magic Find. Like 300 to 600 is going to have like very minimal impact in comparison to your first 300. So you can actually check that out on Maxroll. We have a Magic Find calculator, and you can like play around with that if you actually want to see the numbers. Is there a cap on Magic Find? No, there is no cap on Magic Find. It's just a matter of how much can you actually fit on your character. Is there an ideal amount of Magic Find? The answer to that is like different depending on the player count that you have, aka the amount of players that are in the game, the difficulty of the monsters, all that stuff. In a general sense, what I usually say to people is like have around 300 Magic Find. Plus or minus like 20 is a good thing, right? That's a good generalized answer, but that's actually not the full answer. The full answer is more like try to have something, as much Magic Find as you can, without sacrificing any damage output, any survivability. You have like a crazy amount of Magic Find. Even if that's like a super good item that drops, you could be, you know, killing way more monsters per hour and getting way more drops, like runes and things like that, because magic items, unique items, set, etc. are not the only things that you want in Diablo 2. So runes are, you know, the trading items and things like that, so you want to be able to take out a lot of monsters quickly, so don't sacrifice everything for Magic Find. There is really no ideal, it's just kind of like, hey, I feel confident about this clear speed while killing this density, or while using this character. So some might be better at this, some might be better at that. Like some sorceresses, if you're farming on players 1 and you're like super endgame, you could stack up like 700 Magic Find. Javazon, if you're really trying to just buff damage and do high player count for like rune farming, you don't really want to stack much more than Enigma gives you. So like 100 Magic Find, or even like 200 Magic Find, depending on what's going on. So, but it's just kind of go by feel on that one. Magic Find on mercenaries or summons. These are actually added as well, so it actually works. Let's say your mercenary has Magic Find on it, it will also be added to your value as well. So say you have 200 Magic Find, and your mercenary has 100 Magic Find. When your mercenary kills something, it will be 300 Magic Find. how does it work with the party? So if you're in a group of 8, like, what does your magic find do? It is basically the person who gets the last hit on the monster. When it dies, it applies that person's magic find. It's as simple as that. One of your friends could do 99% of the damage, but if you have a ton of magic find, you get that last hit, you get a ton of magic find on those drops. So that's sometimes used for like quest drops or various things when you're farming with a group. Some popular MF items, just to like go over this quickly. Shaco Harlequin Crest or a Topaz Helmet, like 3 Topaz. Basically anything with MF there. You have Skulder's Armor, which is also good. Enigma is the end game for most things. You have Alibaba and Gold Dagger for the weapon slots. You have Rhyme and Isted Monarch as well. You can get a Magic Find Amulet, which will have up to 50 if you're super lucky. A blue Magic Find Amulet that can go up to 50. It's very rare, but it's possible. Naggle Rings as well. Naggle Rings can go up to 30, and then you can get a blue 40 Magic Find Ring as well. Extremely rare, but definitely possible. For the belt slot, we have Gold Wrap is pretty much the most popular there. It even gives you gold. And then the glove slot, there's nothing better as far as a Magic Find slot than Chance Guards. You can definitely get Magic Find on rare items and things like that for resistances, but those only go up to 25 Magic Find, whereas the unique Chance Guards go up to 40%. Now, War Travs as well is, it goes up to 50. It goes from 30 to 50. That is the go-to Magic Find piece. You can get blue pieces that go up to 35, or I believe even rare ones that actually go up to 25 Magic Find. And you can have like resistances and things like that. But if you're really trying to focus on the Magic Find, War Travelers are the ones. Another thing is Geed's Fortune. It's a unique Grand Charm that can drop in Hell, and basically that can roll from 20 to 40 Magic Find as well. You can only have one in your inventory, but that is a very popular choice, as well as any Magic Find charms. You can have small charms, which roll up to 7%, and those are the ones you usually want to go for, because the large charms and grand charms do not roll really great for the amount of slots that they take up. So small charms with 7 MF, they roll from 3 to 7. And then we have Steel Skull on the Merc. So just quickly mentioning the Merc, some items that are actually really good for him is like Ethereal Skulders. If you're farming like Players 1 and super high level or something like that, then like Skulders is good. You can also use Chains of Honor for your Mercenary as well. It gives 25 MF from the Istrun in Chains of Honor. That's expensive, but it will work and is very strong. Good for the Merc as well. Steel Skull for the helmet, like I said. And then in addition to that, Insight gives the meditation aura, right? But it also gives 25% magic find, I believe. Or it gives some magic find. You can correct me in the chat if it's not 25%, but that's pretty much it. I just wanted to quickly go over all these things and let me know what you guys think of this type of video. I might do more things like this in the future. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy it, be sure to like the video, subscribe, as well as check me out on Twitch, as I'm streaming pretty often there. And we're going to be building up our channel definitely for the launch of Diablo 4. So if you're excited for Diablo 4, we'll see how that all goes. But yeah, definitely check it out. So let me know in the comments what you thought about this. And if there's anything that I missed, also write that down there. And yell at me how I'm wrong. So anyways, much love to you all. You are all beasts.